Dear brethren, it is again another privilege which God has given me to share this message with you. Let me begin like this. For all the things hath mine hand made, and all the things have been, saith the Lord. But this man will I look, even unto him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. Isaiah 66. Verses 2. Dear brethren, the reason why I've brought this scripture, why I've started with, we are going to learn much about, we are going to learn so many things corresponding to that scripture, corresponding to that man whom the God has spoken about, has contrite spirit and also trembleth at his word. There are many people who are not trembleth at God's word, even though they are speaking about him. But God has said here that to that man he will look who is poor and has a contrite spirit. Jesus also talked about that man like this. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God, is the kingdom of heaven, rather. Matthew 5 verses 3. Jesus also talked about that man who is poor. Remember, Isaiah has spoken that God will look at that person who is poor and has contrite spirit. So here also Jesus was reminding us what Isaiah said or wrote according to what God gave him, that blessed is that person who is poor in spirit. Let me continue with Job 31 verses 19. Job wrote these things and said, if I have seen and perish for want of clothing, or any without covering. There is a reason why Job wrote the things. If you read that chapter, you may think that Job was speaking about himself, but if you consider it story by story and you run it very well, you will get to know why Job wrote the things, and they were also inspired. Let me continue like this. Because Job has spoken about someone who wants clothing and also coverings. Even in Revelation 16 verses 15, the Bible speaks these words, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. Here John wrote these things in Revelation 16 verses 15, and that blessed is that person who keeps his garments. Let us see what is the meaning of the garments. Isaiah 59 verses 16 wrote and said, their whips shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence in their hands. Dear brothers, as we have seen here, the Bible has spoken that neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Remember, Job told us that if he sees someone in want of covering or in need of a clothing, so in prophecy, the symbol of clothing or garments is the symbol of garments or clothing, meaning works or deeds of someone. So clothing of such people will not give them good works. Their garments, their clothing will not give them good works, or will not give them a righteousness, because their hands are full of violence and their works are of iniquity. Let us continue, and we realize much. But dear brothers, there is another kind of a person who speaks these words, because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. Revelation 3, verses 18. Remember, the Bible told the first scripture which I started with. The Lord said, to that man will I look who has contrite spirit and is also poor. And Jesus also said, blessed is the poor, blessed are the poor in spirit. But this person speaks and says, I am rich and am increased with goods. Also, Revelation 18 verses 7. Another person speaks these things. For how much shall wealth glorify herself? For she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am not a widow, and shall see no sorrow. Revelation 18. All that Revelation 18 was pointing at Catholic Church. But let us see this clip. Dream at Butter Creek. Let us see what were the things in this dream and what she dreamed of dream at Butter Creek. So we are going to see how this dream was. Let us begin like this. She wrote and said these words. We are also refreshed by the Spirit of the Lord. That night I dreamed that I was in Butter Creek, looking out from the side glass at the door, and saw a company marching up to the house, 2 and 2. They looked stern and determined. I'm reading in the First Testimony for the Church, Volume 1, page 577. This is where those words are located. Ellen White, she got this dream when she saw those people. As we are going to see, who are they? Because she has told us that she saw that company marching up to the house, 2 and 2, and they looked stern and determined. This is the very wonderful thing which we should not very fast. They were determined. So let us continue like this with the dream. I knew them well and turned to open the parlor door to receive them, but thought I would look again. The scene was changed. The company now presented the appearance of a Catholic procession, one bore in his hand a cross, and another a reed. Those people whom she dreamed about, after the change of the scene, it turned to the Catholic procession. One were bearing the cross in their hand, and also another the reed. Let us continue like this with a dream. And as they approached, the one carrying a reed made a circle around the house, saying 3 times, "This house is proscribed. The goods must be confiscated. They have spoken against our holy order." The second paragraph. So when these people they approached, the one with the reed, they said those words that this house is proscribed. The goods must be confiscated. The reason why these people were surrounded the house, and the reason why they void to confiscate their goods, because they were spoken against their order. So you're going to see this message was pointing specifically at the Seventh Adventist, because this church had the angel's message of Revelation 14, which was pointing out the papacy as a man of sin and all their false teachings. So after confiscating their goods, they rolled down the first banner of the angel's message of Revelation 14 verses 6 to 10 and established the pagan banner, which contains 3 wavy lines of paganism, as you can see. The second one, pagan cross like Catholics, an open green book, pagan logo which is in pyramidical form. As you see, brothers and sisters, they, after confiscating their goods, so those things appeared as the prophet prophesied. Another thing, another goods which were confiscated, the spirit of prophecy, the books of spirit of prophecy are kept in their laboratories, rather libraries, doing nothing. The second thing, great controversy was changed to great hope, and many contents were removed in that book of great controversy. Many contents were removed when you compare that of great hope. So, dear brothers, we shall be well contented about this matter and why Ellen White wrote those things. Let me continue like this. Then he said unto me, the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of lawlessness. They say, the Lord hath forsaken the earth, the Lord saith not. Ezekiel 9, chapter 9, verses 9. House of Judah, remember, as we remember the Seventh Adventist Church, they are now committing all these sins, saying that the Lord is not seeing us, has forsaken the world. Ellen White, one of the pioneers of this church, wrote these things and said, Jerusalem is a representation of what the church will be, but if it refuses to walk in the light, has God which walk in the light God has given. Jerusalem was favored of God and dispository of the sacred trusts. Eighth testimony that where I've read. And God has said all these words. The word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of the rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore thou, son of man, prepare this stuff for removing, and remove by day in their sight. And thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider, though they will be a rebellious house. God is now telling you that you are in the midst of a rebellious house. Seventh Adventist is now a rebellious house. God gave her warnings and also and every right from the heaven. They rejected. And the reason why, it is the reason why you see books of spirit of prophets. They kept them, and so many Adventists don't know those books. Let me also continue to prove like this. The showers have been withholden, and there hath been no latter rain, and thou hadst a war's forehead, thou refusest to be ashamed. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 3. You see, now Seventh Adventist Church has a war forehead. The war of Revelation 17, the Catholic Church, they have war forehead. This is the reason why you see Pathfinder is they have the same characteristics to the Scouts of Catholic Church. Seventh Adventist Church, Catholic Church, the same manner. You see, Pathfinder and the Catholic Church, the Bible has said the SDA Church has the war forehead. Like Pathfinders of SCDA, like Scouts of Catholic Church, the same thing. You can't even differentiate them. But the Lord speaks these words and saying, dear brothers, Ezekiel 12, the word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of the rebellious house, which have ears to see and hear not. They have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore, thou, son of man, prepare this stuff for removing. The reason why Seventh-day Adventists commit all those sins before God, it is this: because thou sayest, I am rich, and increased with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. That is why the God is saying, because this is the Laodicean church. Don't forget the Seventh Church, and that church, the Seventh-day Adventist, is the Laodicean church, and this message was for the Laodicean church. The Laodicean church had that message within herself, that she thinks that she's rich, need of nothing, caused with goods. They know they have everything. That is why they do like this. Dear brothers and sisters, I thank you very much. Most of those who are expressing their time to hear this message and heed. God bless you much. I pray also for the Lord to give us life, and we will explore more about the current prophecy, how it is fulfilled, and how it is still fulfilling. That is all. I'm still preparing the sermon for abominations committing within Seventh-day Adventist Church. Please don't miss it. If you want to get our information, please subscribe to Word of Prophecy Ministry, or you may contact us. Or those are our contacts for ministry. You can contact us for more information about the prophecy, the present truth, everything in the Bible. Or if you want to consult anything, please feel free. We shall answer each and every question that comes on the ground. God bless you. Stay well.